Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. I'm Tom,
Nathan.
and we wanted to continue our search for substitutes for the blends that are going to be gone. And one of the blends that I smoke a lot is the HH Latakia Flake, McBaren HH Latakia Flake. And that's one of the ones that's going to get cut. And so we're looking for something that resembles that, smoke similar to that.
Yeah.
And, this is a really challenging thing to do because everybody's got their own blends out there that are unique and that there's a reason why there's so many different blends out there is because there's just a little bit of difference in all. But we're really trying to help you guys out and find some substitutions. So we are going to do this week the Robert McConnell Latakia Flake. Now, they are similar. They are similar, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking for something exactly the same, I don't think you're going to find it because the HH Latakia, to me, always had a little bit of zing to it. The Virginias that they used in there always had a little bit of a bite to it. And so, it's hard to find another blend that really replicates that. The Robert McConnell is a little more mellow than the HH Latakia Flake. It is made by Coalhouse and Kopp. Of course, it's in English. It's got Black Cavendish, Latakia, and Kentucky in it. Comes in a flake, 50-gram tins. This one is fair. When you can find Robert McConnell, it's available.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's probably a hidden gem, a sleeping gem.
Yeah, because there's a couple of their stuff that's pretty good.
Yeah, for the McConnell line, because when everything else sells out online for the McConnell stuff, usually the Latakia Flake is still there. So you probably can find it right now if you wanted to. The strength on this one is probably a medium to a full.
Yeah.
There's no flavoring added to it. The taste on this is definitely a medium to a full. Not as strong to me, though, as the HH Latakia Flake from McBaren. Okay, so we're going to talk about this one and kind of compare it to the HH. What do you think about the tin note on this one, Nathan? And I've got the Latakia Flake right here.
Yeah, so we can at least
you want to
compare
do
the
some
tin notes.
comparison, yeah.
Yeah, there. I don't know if it's because this is because this is aged, right? This is
Not a lot.
okay. It's just got some of the white on it from the aging process.
It's probably about a year old.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, no, a little.
Okay, a little bit.
years.
Yeah, a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah. So mellowed out. I mean, it's got some smokiness to it. This just has that ketchupy vinegariness as well as that strong Latakia
Yeah,
smokiness.
man. This has just a bold kind of impression.
It's very in your face.
This is the HH.
Yeah, yeah. This one is not, and like I said, it could be because it's aged a little. It's just not as present, not as punchy. If you get what I'm saying, it's got some good Latakia flavors to it. A nice kind of smokiness, but that's about all I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, this is a more mild flake than
very
the
mild,
HH
yeah.
Latakia. And I wonder if the Kentucky, because the HH Latakia does not have any Kentucky in it.
Yeah.
The HH has burley in it. The Robert McConnell has Kentucky in it. So,
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a difference there. But, when I smell the Latakia Flake from McBaren, it's very cedary, very incense, very pungent.
Yeah.
almost has a background of a hit of liquor in it, some sort of alcohol.
Like a zing.
It doesn't have that. There is no alcohol flavor topping or anything on there.
Yeah.
But it does smell like that. And we go to the McConnell.
It's
just a really mellow Latakia, and the Black Cavendish kind of comes out a little bit with a little sweetness in there. And the Kentucky, nice kind of a
earthy.
And a little bit of smokiness and a little bit of kind of a nutty.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's kind of it's much more tame.
Yeah. It's a good. Both of them I have a really good tin note, but this one is to me going to lean towards more of an all day smoke than the HH would. All right, let's talk about taste then.
Taste to me. If I'm remembering correctly, there was a little bit of numbness that I would get from the HH Latakia.
Yeah,
I would feel it in my gums and on my tongue a little bit.
There's like an oily coating that you get from that, and the incense kind of presence on the HH is more present than this one is.
This one, it's not only not there. This is just an easier, once again, leading itself to be more of an all day kind of smoke. It's got a nice softness to it, a thickness that you would get with a Latakia blend. But the Kentuckys and the Cavendish are really tempering it down. I feel like they're adding a little bit more body and a little bit more, a little bit softer of a feel from the Latakias.
A Kentucky can really give you the feeling of an English blend. Yeah. Because of its similar process of producing a Kentucky as it does in a Latakia. Of course, they use different woods to smoke the leaf and everything, but the process is the same. And I think what the Robert McConnell has done is, instead of just bombarding us with Latakia on the HH, the Robert McConnell has kind of substituted some of the Latakia
with the Kentucky. Yeah,
which gives it a little bit of a less pungent.
Yeah, that's it gives it the same feel but less.
Yeah,
less punch, less hit power. It is more enjoyable to me than the HH Latakia Flake. It's just softer, easier to smoke, but when it comes to the flavor aspect on it, it's more of a tobacco flavor. It's more of a very smokiness than this. This had a lot more of with the zing and the numbness. I think I got more grassy lemon notes out of there as well. With the Virginias that were added into it and all the other stuff. This one to me just seems like it's a lot. I don't want to say less than. It's just a softer, more smoke. Yeah.
I was looking on tobacco reviews a little bit with this one, and I have to disagree on the taste on this as being a mild to strong or full.
Yeah.
I mean a medium to full. I think it's more of a medium to moderate, especially if you're used to smoking English blends. Yeah. If you're not used to English blends, then maybe it might be that way. But if you're an English smoker, this is more of a moderate to a medium flavor profile than the HH. I smoked some of the HH coming home today from work and noticed that it's got a lot of cedar flavors to it. Cedar, that incense, a little bit of grassiness, but a lot of that what you expect from a Latakia flake, a Latakia blend. The HH is also wetter than the Robert McConnell. The Robert McConnell's on the dry side.
Yeah, it is a little. It falls apart more than just kind of crumbles or breaks.
Yeah. And I like it like that because it tends to burn better, than
It definitely does.
I think
Burns cleaner.
I think the Latakia Flake needs some breathing time. Yeah. Okay, well, what do you think about the room note on this?
This is definitely a smoker's room note. It would be considered tolerable to me. It's a very Latakia English style room note.
You're walking into a room that people are smoking an English blend.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, but the flavors on these, I think I like the Robert McConnell more.
That's what I was gonna say. This is almost a little.
That one is a full hit,
and it seems.
I wouldn't
complex.
I wouldn't say a Latakia bomb, but it's got a lot.
Yeah.
This one is more tempered.
Yeah, much more of a standard all-day Latakia smoke.
Yeah.
This is very tempered down. I'm enjoying, like when I smoked this when we were doing it, I was like, oh, it's a lot less, lot, but still a good mouthfeel, a good full smoke.
Another one that I think is a good, for you guys that like that McBaren HH Latakia Flake, another one to try would be the Brebbia Latakia Flake mixture number 9. A long time ago, it was made by Planta, but Planta doesn't really, I don't think Planta exists anymore. And the thing about the Brebbia is that it is very Virginia forward rather than Latakia forward. So it's a altogether different type of smoke than the HH, but I think it would be a good replacement. It's a very quality English blend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that one is another one that folks might want to try. The Brebbia Latakia Flake mixture number 9. It comes in a tin with a red label on it. And usually smoking pipes and those places have it in stock. So what do you think about the nicotine on this one?
Yeah, this one definitely, I think with the Kentucky, it gives it a full, there's a nicotine feeling
presence,
to it. Yeah. There's a presence. So I find myself slowing down. I don't want to overwhelm because, I smoked on the way here, so I didn't want to do that. But it's not overwhelming. It still can be an all-day smoke to me.
I think also that just that boldness of the Latakia, the way they process that also has something to do. People mistake the nicotine content for just the flavor profile of a Latakia.
Yeah, that's very potentially what I'm doing because I don't smoke Latakias as often as you do.
Well, and I've kind of backed off a little bit too. I've been a lot more into Red Virginias. It's funny how your palate changes from one thing to another. And there'll be a time where I'll go back to Latakias and smoke them quite often. But right now, I've just been smoking a lot of Virginias. This one, is it a replacement? No. Is it a substitute? Possibly. Possibly.
Yeah, I think, and it's a good smoke either way you get it. I don't think it's going to be a genuine replacement for McBaren's HH Latakia Flake. There's just too much differences between the two.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference between those blends, and to say that they're similar might be stretching it.
It might, yeah.
But
way more than what our last one was when it was comparing the Royal Twist versus the Navy
Twist. Yeah. Well, and who turned me on to this flake was Janos Kokinos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Cyprus. He says this is his favorite Latakia.
Oh.
And I'm glad he turned me on to it because I think it replaced on my list of top 5 from the HH. I think it kind of knocked it out.
Really? Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's what I like about it is that it's not too strong. I can smoke it all day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's really it can be a good all day smoke if you're really into a Latakia smoke.
Yeah. Well, that's our conclusion on this one. I think if you're a Latakia smoker, you haven't tried this one. You know, Coalhouse and Cop make a lot of good blends.
Very good blends.
And this one is probably their best Latakia blend. I've tried several. I've tried them from Peter Heinrichs. I've tried them from Rattray's. You know, Rattray's has got some good stuff too.
Yeah.
But this one is just a good all day solid English smoke.
Yeah.
And it's worth the try.
Yeah, definitely, guys.
So next week we're going to share with you something that Nathan has been picking up with. And I hope you tune in. Nathan has started rolling his own pipe tobacco as cigarettes, because how many times have we gotten in the truck and gone for, you know, a 30-minute drive and said, doggone it, I don't want to start a bowl. You know, it's
deal with the bowl while I'm driving.
It's clumsy while you're driving and this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, but using pipe tobacco in a cigarette.
It's really, and the other thing is like when we go out to put corn in the feeders at the lease or something like that, it's a pain to have, you know, the pipe in my mouth while I'm trying to move around and work and do stuff. And the little cigarettes with pipe tobacco in it make it easier, much easier for me.
He's going to share his thoughts with you next week, and we're going to show you very inexpensive expenditure as far as getting the materials you need to be able to do that. Matter of fact, one of our buddies, Ryan Cottle, is going to share his thoughts too, because I got him to try that, and he went out and bought all this stuff, and now that's pretty much, he's put the pipes aside. He smokes his pipes at home.
That's me.
And when he's driving to work or back, he uses the rolled cigarette.
That's me. I pack the roller. I mean, it's more compact. It's easier to carry that much tobacco with it. When I'm on the go working, I use the roller. When I'm at home, I'll smoke a pipe.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
We'll see you next time. Have a great week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.